Hello, today it's April 13 and it's about noon in the West Coast and about 3 p.m. in the East Coast of the United States. We are here today to talk about the US and Canadian markets, and the idea is to bring those workshops to help you get a taste on what's possible to do with technical analysis. They are not intended to give any buy or sell tips, and we teach technical analysis and risk management as well as business planning for traders and investors, and we show our students that technical analysis alone won't make you a good trader or a good investor. It's just a tool, and you need also to combine with risk management, good planning, and everything should be in harmony on how much capital you have to put on the markets. So it's what we would like to bring here today. It's just an idea on how to use technical analysis. I won't talk much about the other aspects like business management or risk management. So do not put any trades if you don't know what you are doing. Well, let's move now to Metastock and talk about the charts. We have here the S&P 500 chart. We had a top about the same position as the February top, and the market started to correct. Yesterday I mentioned on my presentation that my expectation for today was a small range. They close to these moving averages here that will serve as support, as well as the low region of that quite long, a few weeks sideways movement that we had end of February, beginning of March. So right now my expectation is to some sideways action here, and we should not see big range days. That's what I expect. There is no really predominant force in the market. Neither the bulls or the bear are winning the battle, and basically there is an almost quasi equilibrium between the market forces. We can see a very similar picture in the Dow Jones Index, and we traded a little bit lower today until we touched the moving averages, and then we started to move sideways. The Dow Jones has a lower volume day today, and also displays the same type of behavior as the S&P 500. There is no predominant force, and it's a quasi-equilibrium between bulls and bears. Well, the Nasdaq had been weaker yesterday, but I mentioned here that we reached a very important support on the Nasdaq, given by the moving averages. This let me extend this downward trend line here, and my expectation was that the market would bounce and trade higher, and that indeed happened today. And we also had a very short range, small range day today in the Nasdaq. Some companies had a very good day. Some technology companies like Netflix or VMware, they did very well today in the Nasdaq side of the exchange. In Toronto, I mentioned yesterday that I was expecting the market to trade a little bit lower. That did not happen. We had a sideways day, quite a wide range day, and we'll be closing close to the lower region of the market of the day. So let's see what we are going to have tomorrow, but I still expect some downwards pressure in Toronto. Not much buying pressure is still in Toronto. And that is pretty much related with commodities. Let me put here oil, the daily chart for oil. Oil, I mentioned yesterday, that was reaching a support level. We gapped higher today, traded lower, found support in the same region again, and right now we are trading higher in oil. If we look at the oil companies, they had a very similar behavior today, and basically what we see is a bounce from the lows, but we still need to have some accommodation at those price levels. So I expect a small range day tomorrow again. Let's take a look on natural gas. Natural gas, I mentioned here yesterday that we found some support at a higher level than the previous support in natural gas. I would be expecting some sideways action indeed. We had some sideways action for a few days, and we might be trading higher, slowly higher in the next few days or weeks. There is not really much buying pressure still, but the bulls are gaining momentum and the bears are losing some of its power. So it's yet to be seen that natural gas will trade higher for a long time, but in the short term I expect the natural gas to be drifting higher. Let's talk now about gold and silver. Let's start with gold. Again, we had a very sharp correction on gold. I mentioned that I would expect some support in that region. We kept higher, traded higher today. I believe tomorrow we still might remain in the same region, going from that support given by in GLD by 140 and approaching the high of today around 142.50. So that might be the range that gold will probably trade for the next few days, until either it moves lower and creates a very good support or trades higher. Let's take a look on silver. Silver mentioned that I expected some sideways action in that same region, and that indeed it's happening today. Volume is decreasing. It's pretty much normal for that type of action. So pretty much and I would say normal behavior for silver. Well, basically that's what I had to show you today, and not much different happening in the market. A bounce from a huge correction that's pretty much expected, and I would like to invite you to come back here tomorrow again, and to visit our website, take a look on our courses. We have a business planning workshop coming up in 2 weeks. It'll be very, very good. It's important if you plan to be a successful trader or investor that you approach this as a business, and the business planning workshop is targeted to those people that realize that they need to approach the market in a professional manner, and good planning, sound planning, and good follow-up. It's very important to be successful in the markets. Thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day.